Hey, how are you guys doing? This is vlog 8. Today is September 21st. It's a Friday. It's just now noon. I'm going to talk a little about um, some of my medications. I just saw my psychologist yesterday, and he's the MD, so he's the guy who he, he's basically there to he's the guy I go to for my prescription medication, which is what keeps me stable throughout the length of the day and even the night. I have a set of pills I take in the morning, and then I have another set that I take at night. The ones at night are very sedate or very sedative. I don't even think that's a word, sedative, but they're very they make you fall asleep, basically. One of them is actually it's actually a tranquilizer. um, uh, but it's a low dose. So I mean, but really, I mean, I usually what I do is I take all my night meds, and then I don't take the the, the tranquilizer until I'm literally ready just to crawl into bed, because it takes like 5 minutes to work, and it's just like boom, it hits you. Your eyelids instantly weigh twice what they should. You're just, fumbling over everything. Which, one thing that I had trouble with during the first couple years of this illness, I had a whole lot of trouble with coordination. Like, I couldn't. I would. I fell a lot uh, because not only was it some of the medication that was causing it, but also just the being um, delusional um, tends to cause you to, I'm trying to walk into my bathroom, right? Okay, the door's open and everything, but I run half my body into the door frame, and it's like, it's not that I didn't see it. I saw it. The body didn't react, you know. So that was the other thing. Reaction times were slower, which actually made it very dangerous for me to drive a car. There was a point in time when I was on a certain amount of medication, and I barred myself from driving a car because it wasn't safe, because I knew that my reaction times were way too slow to be driving a car, especially um, a manual transmission. So, even though I am a very good driver, uh, it doesn't matter. You lower your reaction times in any way. It doesn't matter what you're driving. You're not gonna drive as safely. And I'm real big on safety. So, there'll even be times when I'll feel emotionally distressed to the point where, if I have a doctor's appointment or if I have something else I need to go to, I'll ask, you know, someone in my family to drive me, because I refuse to get into a situation where I could possibly cause injury to myself or to others. Um, Sparkling water. Good stuff. But actually, I just stopped this one drug. Stopped it today. It's called protriptyline, or it's that's its generic name. Its manufacturer name is Vivactyl, which is it's a tricyclic antidepressant. It's basically used for treatment of depression, ADHD on occasion, also sometimes used for narcolepsy. It allows people with narcolepsy to achieve a what's normally called the wakefulness or a wakefulness promoting effect. So, which is really strange because the drug can become, unlike most of the other drugs I take, which are sedating, this drug actually it can cause energizing. It can actually, wake you up. Hence the reason why it's used sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes in narcoleptic patients. I've never had to deal with narcolepsy, but that's what I'm told, and what I've researched. And I do that with all my meds. I research them all, so I know what side effects to expect if I'm going to have side effects. So I try to know as best I can how things are going to work out. But Vivactyl or protriptyline, like I said, this is the first day I've been off of it. I don't feel anything different yet. I don't feel more sedated. I don't feel any changes in my mood. I'm still kind of riding a bit of the crest of a wave from yesterday of the finally getting all my disability stuff, getting that actually getting that started with the attorney. That's very, that's great news. Like I said in my previous video, so I'm not going to repeat myself. So it was kind of interesting because up until yesterday, I was feeling really, really, really depressed. Real heavy depressed. And so it was kind of interesting. I go to see my psychologist, and he's asking me, well, how do you feel? I'm like, well, if you don't add in the part about, getting this stuff done, this paperwork done, and what have you, I'm still feeling rather depressed. But sorry, dry mouth. It just comes with all the meds I take. And protriptyline's one that really, really made me have dry mouth. So not taking it now, hopefully it'll not cause any ill side effects, and I will actually maybe my mouth won't be nearly as dry. Man, tell you what, I have to carry around. I buy the tins of Altoids. Like I used to eat the regular big Altoids, but I realized that they had these smaller ones, and they were in a much smaller tin, and they were sugar free, and they were perfect because they were pocket sized, and I could take them for dry mouth whenever. So that, I don't like chewing gum. Chewing gum is chewing gum. Actually, if I chew a piece of gum for, I don't know how long, 'cause I don't chew gum anymore, but usually I just, after chewing it for a small period of time, it like initiates my gag reflex. So yeah, I don't chew gum. No. But yeah, I do eat those little Altoids, those little sugar-free Altoids. Those are real good. The peppermint ones, not the spearmint or the cinnamon. Some people really like the cinnamon, which is, I actually probably would have liked the cinnamon because I used to like that level of like sort of spiciness in candies and in mints, but and even in gum when I was younger, when I actually chewed gum. But now I actually, and it was a while ago, somebody gave me a stick of Big Red chewing gum, and I was chewing on it, and my tongue started to hurt, and then like I felt like my tongue had like these really big bumps on it. I was, what's going on? And all of a sudden, the inside of my mouth started like breaking out, and my throat started to close up a little bit. So I started having this allergic reaction. I was like, what is going on here? I mean, I spit the gum out, and rinsed my mouth out with water and Listerine and what have you. I brushed my teeth, there, all that kind of stuff, and finally got it to go away. And I kind of realized after that I was allergic to whatever that fake cinnamony stuff is. No matter what it's in, I'm allergic to it. So no more fake cinnamon flavored or little hot tamales or the little small chiclet size fire, I can't even remember what they're called. Sorry, the video keeps, the light keeps going in and out, dimming and getting bright. I'm trying to let some light in for the camera, but the sun keeps going in and out of the clouds. See, like it's going away now. So it's getting darker. But anyway, like I said, I'm off protriptyline, and we're going to see how that works. And if it's something that I think that I might actually need to still take, then I'll have to call the doc and then see what he thinks. So won't really know for a couple of days usually. I don't know what its half-life is. I think it might be somewhere along, I think it's like 90 hours or something. So it's a couple days, and then we'll see what happens. Alright, well, talk to you guys later.